So, no equipment needed, just a mat and yourself. You might want a jumper for the end of the session, or blankets or cushions or whatever you want. Get yourself in a comfortable seated position, whether that's with your feet forwards or legs crossed. It's your choice. We're going to start with some deeper breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth or nose. Each exhale is longer than the inhale. Just turning my fan off, I don't want that on now. And I want you to imagine with every exhale, any stresses, worries, anything that you've got going on right now, leaving your body with your exhale, with your breath. You can park it for 30 minutes. Try and focus on yourself and self-care for this next half an hour. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. Focusing on those deeper breaths. So imagine each breath lengthening and each time you exhale, de-stressing just that little bit more. Bring your breath back to natural breathing now. Just be mindful of it, but no longer feel like your full focus is on your breath. We're going to start by some stretching some of those muscles, so some shoulder rolls, taking that back. You might want to have your hands down by the side. If you are doing this seated, you can obviously do this on a chair if you want to. You can do exactly the same thing. I'll just let you know if there's any adaptations for sitting on the mat, sitting on the chair. So just keep rolling those shoulders back, and I want you to just notice each time your posture correcting just that little bit more, feeling a little bit stronger in your top half, a little bit more in control of your posture. One more, holding that, shoulders back and down, stay in that position. We're going to just take a little lean over to one side and then return to the other side, gentle wave. One more on each side. Gently round out the spine and the shoulders, and then open that out, looking up at the ceiling. You might want to exhale as you round. Inhale as you look up. It's up to you whether you want to be more focused on the breath or let it just do its thing and breathe naturally. Bring that back to center. Just take a little circle in one direction. And change direction. And bring that back to center. You're going to bring yourself over now onto all fours. So from your box position, just take your hands forwards and then let yourself lower all the way down onto your mat. So we're lying on our fronts. Remember, just take your time getting there. Use whatever cushioning you need or support that you need. Hands are just rested on the mat, forearms on the mat, and you're just going to gently lift, not too far, so keeping it low. Just looking forwards and just holding in that position. And return and lift again. And return. One more time. From here, just rest your forehead on your hands or on the mat or your side of the head on the mat, and we're just going to bend the leg, flex the foot, point and return. Do the same the other side. So when you take that up, flex the foot, point and return. Just two more. Last time. And then from here, take yourself up into a plank, kneeling plank position. So your hands are above your shoulders. You're using your core to hold you, and then bringing yourself all the way back into child's pose, and then returning to your plank. And repeat. So just a combination movement in your own speed, in your own time. Try not to rush it. Last one. Remember, when there are pauses in between the movements, it's an opportunity to have some water. Like now, we're going to bring ourselves into box, but if you want to grab some water, you can. We're going to take ourselves into our first exercise stretch combination. So, in your box position, you're going to extend one arm and one leg. Option to rest the foot on the mat, option to do only one and keep the other here, or the other way around. So your choice. From here, you're going to lower and raise the opposite arm and leg. Thumb is facing upwards. You can tap on the floor when you lower, or you can hover. Keeping a nice neutral spine, so we're not arching that spine out, especially if you're lifting, when you're lifting the leg. Take your time, don't rush it. Raising and lowering gently. Next time you raise, you're going to hold it in that position. Always got the option of keeping the foot on the floor, and then you're going to open and return. Again, option to tap the foot, and always the option of just doing that, the leg and not the arm. So think about your core, drawing that belly button towards the spine, feeling strong in your abdominal muscles. One more. Bringing yourself back into your box position. We're going to thread that needle through, and then bring your arm up. Let your gaze follow your hand. Take your time. Do whatever version of this works for you. If you want to take your hand out and not up, that's okay. If you don't want to drop down too far with your threaded needle, that's okay. Listen to your body. Okay, next time you thread that needle, we're going to stay there. Again, use cushions, anything that you need to support yourself. The arm that's resting on the mat is going to extend forward. So you're going to rest the side of your head on the mat or a cushion, and let the other arm extend forwards on the mat. Press it down a little bit onto the mat, and you're just going to hold it in that position, using whatever you need to support you in that stretch. Slowly bringing yourself back into box position. We're going to take ourselves to the other side. Raise and lower the other arm and leg. Again, keeping that nice neutral spine. Take your time. Next time you raise, just holding that level and then opening and closing using any of those options that I gave you before. Notice where you're working hard to keep that balance. Can you feel it in your hand and up your arm, supporting your body? Can you feel it in this leg? 2 more. Bring that back to box and then thread through the other side and reach up. Again, try not to rush it. Take your time. Also remembering, try not to round out that spine, still keeping that nice neutral spine. So next time you come to your threaded needle, we're going to hold it in the stretch and then bring the other arm, extend that forwards and hold your stretch. Again, using whatever you need to hold yourself in that stretched position, whether that's cushions, blankets. Slowly bring yourself back to box. Drink any water if you need it. And you're going to bring yourselves around into a seated position. And we're going to slowly lower ourselves down to the mat. You're going to bring your knees and your feet together. So we're just going to do a little bit of core work. Arms are going to go overhead. And as you crunch up, keeping that chin off the chest, you're going to drop open the knees and then return. So a little crunch up, open the knees into that butterfly pose and return. Exhale as you crunch up. Inhale as you come down. You've got 4 more of these. See if you can reach a little bit further each time. Four in your own speed. And when you do come to that fourth one, I want you to hold yourself in your crunch position. So when you get to that fourth, just hold it here. We're not pulsing, we're just holding. Again, try not to round out, keep the shoulders down. Use those abdominal muscles to keep you up and strong. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet now to the mat. We're going to work our glutes. So you're going to tilt your pelvis so that your lower back presses into the floor, and you're just going to come up about halfway, not all the way, and then back down to that neutral spine. Option to just tilt your pelvis and not lift yourself up. You're still going to feel that, still going to be really beneficial. So we're not taking it all the way up. So just gently starting to peel your spine off the mat. Squeeze the glutes, so just squeezing, tensing up the buttocks, starting to lift and then returning, keeping it low. So you can stay with this, or next time you can take that all the way up and then wave those arms over, bringing it back and then bringing yourself down. So gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, peeling your spine off the mat, letting those arms gently raise overhead, return before you return back to the mat. Really feel that tension in your glutes, keeping you strong in the position as your arms reach over and return. We've got just 2 more. And when you come to that last one, I want you to stay in your shoulder bridge raise or in your tilted pelvis position and just hold it there. Feel strong. Notice where those muscles are working. Keep it held up. Keep a check-in for 4, 3, keep squeezing, 2, 1, let the arms come back over first and then gently lower yourself. Lovely. From here, you're going to lift one knee and extend the leg. And we're going to flex the foot and point. So flex and point. Slowly, try not to rush it, and then just start making a little circle in the air in one direction. And change direction. You can have your knees, you can lead with your knee, you can have your leg bent. So we're not making a really big circle, but you are going to feel that working in the top of your leg, in your glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors. Keep that top half nice and static. Bend your leg, bring that foot back to the floor, lift the other knee, extend the leg, point and flex. Again, take your time and try and flex as much as you can to feel that working into your calf. Now just take a circle. You can have your foot pointed, you can have it flexed if you want, doesn't matter. Again, remember the options for your circle. Change direction. Bring that back to center. You're going to just lower the extended leg now and then hug in the knee of the other leg. And then from here, just draw that across the body, whatever position that feels comfortable for you. You can keep your foot on the floor if you want. You can drop both knees to the side rather than have one leg extended if that's preferable. Bring that back to center. Extend that leg, hug in the other knee before taking that over across the body. And making sure that those stretches don't stretch too far. If you've got any kind of lower back difficulties, make sure you're not overextending stretches to the point where something goes and that doesn't feel comfortable for you. Release, take your feet to the mat, bring your legs up to tabletop or keep your feet on the floor and just take a very gentle rock down side to side, gentle pendulum, keeping the top half firmly supported by your mat. Remember, option to keep feet on the floor. We're going to bring the feet to the floor in a minute anyway. Now take both feet to the floor and carry on, letting those knees drop side to side. Again, take that nice and slowly, gently dropping down, side to side. And then holding on one side, keeping those arms out. Bring that back to center and drop over onto the other side. Bring that back to center. We're going to spend the last few minutes of the session. I want you to find a really comfortable position to lie in. Grab a jumper if you need it, or a blanket, or anything that you need to make the last part of the session super comfortable for you. Just allow your body to settle. I want you to feel supported by the mat that you're lying on. So you might find that lying on your side is better. Lying on your back. Whatever feels okay. Make sure that you feel comfortable with your eyes closed if they are, or just lower your gaze. And just take a really slow breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, gentle breath in and breath out. And just let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Bring your awareness to the places where your body feels supported by the mat. Notice the weight of your body. And notice that you don't have to hold yourself up right now. You are supported. Gently scan down through your body. So relaxing your forehead, softening that space between your eyebrows. Unclenching the jaw. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Allow your arms to feel heavy. Soften your stomach. Let your hips feel heavy. Relax your legs. Relax those feet, let them drop out to the side rather than holding them in a certain position. And with every exhale of your natural breathing, I want you to imagine just releasing 5% more tension each time you exhale. Just feel that gentle softening. And just bring your attention now to your heart space and ask yourself quietly, what do I need right now? Not what should you need, not what anyone else needs from you, but just you. Maybe it's rest, maybe it's reassurance, maybe it's space, maybe it's kindness and compassion, but just notice whatever comes up in your thoughts. And imagine offering that to yourself, whatever that looks like. Maybe it's wrapping yourself up in warmth if you need rest. If you need reassurance, maybe it's someone being by your side giving you that reassurance. If you need kindness, imagine speaking to yourself the way you'd speak to someone that you love and care for. And maybe silently repeat to yourself, I'm allowed to slow down. I'm doing the best I can. I deserve care too. And let those words just land. Remember, self-care isn't something that we have to earn. It's not a reward for doing something. It is a foundation. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to breathe deeply. You're allowed to take care of yourself without guilt. So just bringing your awareness back now to the space around you, whether that's just gently moving your fingers or your toes, maybe just taking a couple of slightly deeper breaths, maybe it's very gently opening your eyes. Bring your feet to the mat if they aren't already resting on the mat, and just take yourself over onto your side and bring yourself up gently to a seated position, however that looks for you. Take your time. So it might just be side kneeling, it might just be sat with your feet in front. And just take one final deeper breath in through your nose. A nice loud exhale through your mouth. And give yourselves a very gentle clap. Look after yourself, make yourself a nice cup of tea or whatever you want now, maybe a nice big glass of water. If you'll be doing this recorded, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon.